Hi there, in this video we are going to discuss the second assignment, which is addressing the topics we discussed in the second chapter. And in this assignment, I'm asking you to do 5 short programming exercises from the second chapter. But what I'm going to do, I will give you the answer for that assignment, and your job is to create the same instructions on Google Colab and then take a print out. So in the first exercise, we need to do some mathematical calculation, which is like plus, minus, division, and so on. And here is the program. Which will ask for 2 inputs. First, we need to enter an integer. When I say an integer, any solid number. So for example, you can enter 6. And then for another integer, and let me say 2, and then it will make the calculation for us. In the first instruction, we ask to do the total of those 2 figures, which is 8. In the second instruction, we ask to get the difference, which is here minus. In the third step, we ask for multiplication. The fourth step, division. And then the absolute difference between the 2 numbers, then the minimum and the maximum. So what I need from you in this exercise is to learn how to do the mathematical calculation. What I need is to do exactly the same code. So you can stop the video now and then run the code on Google Colab and then copy what you get. So here you can go for snapping. And then new. Then you get a copy from this part. Then go to edit, copy, and put it here under the first exercise. What I need, as I said, same steps as you can see it in the program here, but of course use other numbers than what I used here, which is 6 and 2. And this would be the answer for the first exercise. Now for the second one, we need to do conversion. We convert from one measurement, which is meters, into foot, inches, and miles. So let us check the code that I have created as a model answer for this one. Here it is. So I will delete the old code and I will put the new one and run the code. So here it will ask you to enter the number of meters. You can put any number. So what I'm going to put 253. And then the reply will be how many miles in 253 meters, how many foot and how many inches in each one of them. So to do this program, first we need to create 3 variables. First the miles, then the foot, then the inches per meter. And then we say meters as a variable. We get the float of input, and here we ask the user to enter the number of meters. Then we run the code of getting the miles based on the number of meters entered, the feet, and the inches. And then we print out the 3 items here. So again, what I need from you is to answer the same steps as you can see it on the screen here, and then take a screenshot from your answer. And copy it and put it here in the Word file under the second exercise. So here, you don't have to consume your time trying to develop the code by yourself because it might be challenging in the first week of this course. So I am giving you the answer, but what I need from you is to write up the code, use different numbers from what I do, and then submit your answer. And the third one, we do the same, but here we try to make different types of conversion where we will ask for the amount of gas you have in your tank. And based on that, we can tell how many miles the cars can go based on the number of liter we have it or gallons we have it in the car. So here is the code. And then it will ask about enter the amount of gas you have it in the tank now. So I'm going to put, for example, 75. And then how much is the fuel efficiency in MPG? So I'm going to put maybe 7.4. And then it will ask how much is the cost of the gallon? Maybe 2.5. And then it will give us the answer. It will take 33.78 of fuel to drive 100 miles and how long we can drive the car based on the amount of gas we have. So here we do different types of conversion. So first we identify 3 variables, the tank amount, the MPG, the mile per gallon, and the price. And then we calculate the cost and the distance. So here we try to make different types of conversion, and you can see in the code how we develop the equations that can help us to do this calculation. Now let us go to one exercise about finance, which is exercise number 4. Of course, here you need to do a snapshot of this code. So we copy this one and put it here under the 3rd exercise. Okay, so it looks like this way. Now let us go to the 4th one, which is problem 2-36. It asks you to do some calculation of the interest based on the compound way, not the simple interest, but the compound interest. So here I created the code for you. And we just need to go into Google Colab and paste it, and then run the code. It will ask of how much is the initial balance on the account, maybe to 500. And how much is the interest, maybe 5%. And then it will tell us after 1 month, the total amount will be 2,510. So here the 10.42 is the interest for the first month, then 20.88 because it's a compound interest in the second month, and then 31.38 as the interest for the 3rd month. So this is a typical finance exercise that we can use Python to do the calculation for us. So what you need to do is stop my video here, read the code, and then write it down again on Google Colab. And once you finish, take a snapshot from the code and from your answer. So you take a snapshot here, and please make sure to use different numbers from the one I put it here on the screen. So here we copy it. And place it here. So remember, as I said, these exercises, you need to write it down by yourself on Google Colab, run the code, then take a print out. First one, it will show you simple mathematical calculation. The second one, conversion into miles, feet, and inches. The third one, calculating the number of miles and the efficiency of the car. And then we have here the calculation of compound interest. In the textbook, it doesn't give a straight accounting exercise, so I created my exercise on showing you how to calculate depreciation using Python. So here I created the code for you. It's a very simple way on how to calculate the depreciation based on a straight line method. So here is the code. And when we run the code, first it will ask about how much is the original cost of the asset. I will say 12,000. Then how much is the salvage value? 2,000. And how many years are the useful years? 5 years. Then it will calculate it and tell me the annual depreciation is 2,000. So here you can see we define 3 variables: original cost, salvage value, useful life. And here you can see that we created them as float because it could have decimals for the cost and the salvage value, but as integer for the useful life, because the useful life comes in years. And then here we use input, so the user can enter the data. And then we make one equation for the depreciation where we subtract salvage value from original cost divided by useful life, and then we calculate the depreciation. And once you finish, please go to the snipping and take a snapshot of this code. And copy it here. Under the last exercise of accounting. And this would be the answer for all the 5 exercises of the second assignment. I hope you enjoy writing the code and you feel proud of your performance in this week. And please make sure to submit the second assignment by June 13 at 11 p.m. So remember, the due date for the first and the second assignment are on the same date. So please make sure to work on them, and wish you all the best. Bye-bye.